Hello viewers, I'm Veronica from the Kamp. We are at the Helius research location. Today I have the privilege to talk to one of the team of Helius. This is just a follow-up discussion about the interview that we've had previously. I think most of you have seen it on televisions. We've made a lot of noise on the radios, and we are not going back to tell you again what Helius is all about. But this is a follow-up because people have started getting their first letters, and there are a lot of questions that has come up. I have here with me Linda Boateng, and I will allow her to tell us a bit about herself and the role she's playing in the Helius research. Linda, you are welcome.
Hello, thank you, Mom. Thank you for visiting us today.
You're welcome.
Hello, viewers. I'm Linda Boateng, as Madam Veronica van Kamp just said. I'm a junior researcher in the Helios team, and for now I'm assistant with communication, helping my colleague to communicate the Helios message to the Ghanaian community so that people would be encouraged to participate.
Okay. Well, Linda, I think people have started receiving their first letters, and yeah, people are getting a bit confused what to do when they get the first letter. So you can explain to us how we should react to our letters.
Yeah. When you get the first letter is your invitation to the study. So as a participant who is invited, you will see the letter has a form which we are requiring you to complete and send it back to us. The form only requires you to fill in with your telephone number. There are 2 columns. If you have a phone number and a mobile number, then you could also indicate at what times in the day you are available for us to phone you. You don't need to put your name because we have your name also on this response form, and we've provided a postage-free envelope which you can return and put it in any street post.
Okay, talking about the telephone number, because somebody met me and she said, yeah, she was so enthusiastic about the letter, but she filled everything and forgot the telephone number. So what happens if the person doesn't put the number on it?
Yeah, when we receive this form, even without the telephone number, we make an appointment for you. This is an automated, generated appointment. We make an appointment for you, and then with that appointment, we send you a confirmation letter. This appointment is for you to come to the research location. That is for the physical examination. We assume that you would accept that date. So when you receive this confirmation letter of the date for this physical examination and you are not convenient with it, you phone us with a telephone number, and then we can arrange the convenient date for you. So by phoning us, we get your mobile number then. Otherwise, this is another step. Otherwise, when we have received your letter without your telephone number, sometimes we also send we send a reminder letter, and this letter you would have a form also again to complete with your right telephone number.
So it means it's very, very important to put the telephone number on it. If you don't, then the secretariat is just going to give you a date.
Yes.
But when you put it on, you can negotiate and find a date that is suitable for you to come. Then it's also more easier.
Yes. Exactly, because when we get your telephone number, we phone you and we arrange a convenient date for you. So you choose the date and time you want to come to the physical examination.
So viewers, said the one who no telephone number no one fan to swa na just o ma be ma date e bia na in favor nti mama ma you ring fini fa phone number no and to so. Okay, so you receive the letter, you react, and you wait for the date for the appointment to do your physical examination. Okay, there's something about this questionnaire. Do you send it together with the first letter, or how does that also work?
Okay, the first letter, like I mentioned earlier, is your first invitation. The questionnaire comes after we have received your response form and have made an appointment for you to come to the research location, which we call Ghana for you can say a clinic. That's where we come for the physical examination. And when that phone call is made to you, we then send you your questionnaire. So your questionnaire follows after we have contacted you for an appointment to the research location.
And with the previous interview also, it said that when they phone you, then they'll ask you if you need help with filling of the forms. So it means also if you don't put your phone number on it, then they don't know whether you need help for it or not. So with that, you just send the questionnaire or you assume that the person will fill it online.
Let me make this a bit clearer. When we phone you, we first ask you, would you be able to complete the questionnaire by yourself? If you say yes, then we ask you, there are two ways to complete the questionnaire. There is an online form and there is a paper form which we post to you. And this, when you respond that you want to do it by yourself online, we give you an in-log code. You do it online at your own convenience. Otherwise, if you choose the paper questionnaire, we send that one to you by post, and this one you are required to try to complete it before coming to the research location for your physical examination. But during this phone call that we call for you, you can also ask for help. We have trained interviewers who are mostly our own Ghanaian youth in the community who will come to your home at your convenient time to help you complete this questionnaire.
Okay, that is very clear. Now let's move on to the second letter. How soon do you get the second letter after you've reacted?
Yeah, the second letter is your confirmation to the research location, that is for your physical examination. The second letter comes in as soon as we have received your response form and then have called you and have arranged for the date for you to come to the physical examination. So your second letter follows almost immediately.
A week?
Maximum within 2 weeks. Yes, because as soon as we have phoned you, then your date has been confirmed. So we only send you a letter to confirm that your appointment is on this date at this time, and then we give you directions also. In that second letter, apart from the confirmation letter, we give you directions. Because we've already had complaints, but it's not on the AMC, the normal AMC exit. It's on the other side. That is, if you are coming from the Belma station with the metro, you take the last coach, and then you take the exit from the last coach. Then out of the metro, it's on your right side. That is New Landhof 215. And if you are coming with a car too, we've given directions in that confirmation letter, plus things you need to come with. The usual direction is that when you get down from the metro station, when you take the stairs downstairs, it's on your right side. There are two exits from the metro. It's on your right side, and the building is easily recognized. It looks like a triangle. You see it. It's the Kesantite Centrum for Holindred North, so you easily notice it. Yes.
Okay. Now, can you also tell us again what things you need to bring with you when you come to visit the clinic for your physical examination? Because most of the time, we forget some of the things. So if you can please let us know.
What we require from you when you're coming to the research location, which is very most important, is for you to come fasted. That is, you don't eat anything after 10 p.m. the previous night. So when you are coming, you have not eaten anything, especially food or any drink. Maybe water is fine. And then, so when you come fasting after the physical examination, we give you something to eat. And then you have to come with your urine, your early morning urine or your first morning urine in your own container. The usual thing we do for the lab is you come with your morning urine for the lab, and then you only come with a letter which shows that this is a confirmation letter with your appointment and That is all, because we have all your information. So once we see your letter, then we know that from the Kamp is here, and then we can start. These are also important. In the letter we indicated for you to come with your second phone's card. Then you have to come with the details of your house doctor, so that your results can also be sent to your house doctor.
Talking about the results, after the examination, how soon do you get the results? And is it also that when everything is okay with you, do they still tell you, or they just inform you only when there's something wrong or there's something alarming?
Yeah, we do send results for your physical examination between 6 to 8 weeks after you've been here. And your results will be sent anyway, whether your results are okay or not, whether you had low values or not. Once you have been to the physical examination, your results will be sent to you and your GP as well.
Okay. And I know you can also recommend some family members, because sometimes there's a family that was arguing that the man said, I'm paying the bills, and how come that it's only my wife? Or so, yeah, the recommendation of family members, if you can explain that part also a bit.
When we send you the confirmation letter, which is your second letter to come to the research location, we include the form, family relations form. And on that form, there are columns for 6 names to be filled in.
Okay.
But we invite 3 family members. And family members here, we include parents, we include children, that is children from 18 years and above to 70, and then we include siblings. But Helius is focused more on a generational, we want to look more on a generational. So if you are a mom and you got the invitation first and you wrote down names of your husband and your children, we are more interested in looking at the generation. So we might invite the earliest child, the eldest child, then we might also invite your husband, up to 3 family members.
Why did you include Ghanaians in this research?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question.
Because it seems like, to us we think, do they think that we are more sick than the other migrants?
Yeah.
Or we can,
Not at all, actually, not at all. We've had these questions also in our church visits. Ghanaians were included. Helius, like we've known now, Helius is healthy life in an urban setting, and Helius is a study for the health of 6 different ethnic groups in Amsterdam. So we have the White Dutch, we have the Moroccans, we have the Turkish, then we have the Surinamese, that is the Hindus, and then the Creole, the black people, and Ghanaians. So that's 6 groups. The reason we included Ghanaians is because previously, just a while ago, in 2010, we did a study called the Gaia study, and this one involved just a little over 200 people. We had some facts about the health of Ghanaians, but it was not enough. We needed more insights into what is about the health of Ghanaians, about the things that we found, like increased high blood pressure, overweight, diabetes, and other things like that. So Ghanaians were included to have an in-depth of the findings from the Gaia study, and also because with Helius we are using the largest groups in Amsterdam, and Ghanaians among the sub-Saharan African groups are the largest group in Amsterdam. So Ghanaians are included for the purpose of research finds and finances. It's important for us to use the largest groups. So it's not because generally Ghanaians are sicker or not healthier than any other group. Not at all.
I've been lucky to be part of it.
It's actually a very good thing that we have been able to be included in.
And going through the examination, I think also what we have to let people know that, because there's a lot to go through, what if there's parts of the examination that somebody don't feel comfortable doing? Because you sign that you are going to do, are you verplicht, that you say to do it, or you can say no to other parts? of the examination?
Yeah, an individual has the option to choose which part of the research or of the study or the physical examination he or she does not want to do. If you choose not to have your blood pressure taken, or you choose not to have your blood taken, or you choose not to come with your urine, you've chosen some part of the study. But we encourage that you participate in the whole physical examination, so that for you would have a general overview of your health. For instance, if you choose not to have your blood pressure taken, or most people would say they are afraid of the needle, so they choose not to have their blood taken, then it means you are eliminating some aspects of your results. You wouldn't have results of those tests.
Yeah, so it's better to go through, or those that you don't go through it, you never know if there's something wrong.
Exactly. It's important to participate fully in the physical examination.
Linda, what if somebody is not able to make it on the appointment date? Maybe something came up and it's not possible. Does the person lose the chance of doing the physical examination?
Not at all. We understand that because of work or some situations you might not be able to come on your appointment time. We ask that you phone us. If you look at the letters we've sent, all of our contacts are there. You should phone the secretariat at least 1 week before your appointment to the physical examination, so that we can arrange with you a more convenient date. We've already noticed that some people are not able to show up on the day of their appointment for the physical examination. We would in the future want you to be able to phone us and inform us if you are not able to come on the date, so that we can arrange another convenient time and day for you.
So it's always possible, but we shouldn't do it often. But if it's really important, it's possible to change the date.
Yes, it's always possible to change the date, but we encourage that you please phone us at least 1 week before, and not like the day we are expecting you in the morning and then you didn't show up.
Yeah, about the urine. Why do people have to bring the urine from home? Can't we just have a sample when they are here in the morning to do it? Because sometimes even getting containers to put it in is also very difficult.
Yeah. Thank you for this question. Sorry, we require your first morning urine, and this first morning urine, most times you will have it in your homes. And we require you to, the reason why we use the first morning urine, because it's the one that has much of the content for urine analysis. Okay. So that's why we use the first morning urine, or the early morning urine. And for the issue of the containers, we realize it's not possible to post containers for you at home, because the containers we require cannot fit into the usual letter boxes. Yeah. And we couldn't have sent it to you in another way except by post. You could use your own clean container. You could find like a clean jam bottle or a water bottle, very clean, and put a sample of your urine in it. Or you could also ask your local pharmacy for a container.
Oh, so they have empty containers that you can have it also from your house doctor and also from the apotheke?
Yeah, there are containers. We really don't know if it's for sale or it's for free. Some places are for free, but you could also ask them if you don't have a clean container at home. You could ask.
And something also came out. Somebody asked me also that with the urine, it said early morning urine. Yeah. So maybe she woke up around 4 o'clock, and can she bring something like that, or is maybe an hour or 30 minutes before she's leaving home is what is really needed?
Yeah, well, what we call early morning urine, we know that some people wake up in the night to go to the toilet, but what we require as early morning urine is usually the morning urine, the one you take before your daily activity starts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
not
so
the
if
one
you,
in the night.
yes, if you woke up in the night like 1 a.m. to urinate, that is not what we, because you slept maybe 10 o'clock and woke up several times in the night. That is not early morning urine. The urine you have before you wake up and start your daily activities. That is the early morning urine.
So Linda, what happens if Ghanaians don't participate well in this Helios study?
That's a very good question. We've been encountering this question in most of our church visits. What happens is that the founders or the organizers of our study would then think that Ghanaians are a bit difficult to reach for research, so maybe in future researches we might not be included in future researches, but for the general benefit of a researcher as making of prevention programs, health information, Ghanaians are there. We are in the municipality, but for research we might create a wrong message that we are not cooperative with research, we are not interested with research, so maybe we might not be included in future researches. Maybe in 2015 something good might be coming and someone might say, oh, in Helius Ghanaians didn't really participate, so why would we want to include them?
So it's very important that we read. But I mean, it's very positive because people are even rushing and waiting impatiently for their letters. What's your last word to the viewers?
First of all, thank you very much for having time to hear us on these questions. I hope that these are important questions for us and I've been able to answer some of all of your questions. I would encourage participation. Because by participation in numbers, then we have a general overview about the health of Ghanaians in Amsterdam, so that when there are decisions taken about the health of people living in Amsterdam, we will not be excluded, because it is important for us. It's important for the generation currently, for the generations that are coming up, especially participate. What we will find, if somehow it might help your child, it might help your grandchild. Into your best say participating at least as an individual, and it's going to help for you to have a general overview of your own health. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, viewers, that's Linda Boateng. Thank you very much for watching. This is Veronica from the Kamp, the ambassador and the face of Helios for the Ghanaian community. See you next time.